Hello, welcome back to David Wick from RCM Projects. New subscribers will welcome you. Well guys, we are back and we're working on the GT car. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. I know we did. We had Thanksgiving dinner 3 times. We couldn't get enough. Alright, well, as I say, always start off with a good cup of coffee in the mornings. Got the gear in. And we got the chain in too for the setup. I think what we're going to do, instead of running the old Robin setup here, I think we're going to do a live axle setup and use a brake. I got the new brake piece for this, so you'll have a gear and a brake on one side like the old school stuff. And then I'm just going to go back with these old road crushers with the 12mm hubs on them. Should be pretty good. So been thinking about trying to free up some horsepower on this thing, and usually you can buy a modified piston from like Wiseco or whoever piston manufacturer is. And I see a lot of these pistons on eBay that have the one ring, and they're like a 1 or 2mm ring, and they're only one ring. And but the thing is, the pin size is not the right size. These are 12s and those are 10s, so you can't really use that. So what I thought about doing is taping off the top ring gland up here and using JB Weld on the second ring gland down here to kind of take up the space where the old second ring went to. And then we just have the top ring for compression. Long time ago, I ran one of these motors with just the top ring, but it had this groove in the center that was showing the port when it went down on the transport on the inside when it went down, and I believe it was making it lose power. I'm thinking that if we put the JB Weld on there, if it'll hold it, we should be able to maybe free up some horsepower here. I know back in the day we used to use JB Weld on the intake ports on the old flathead Briggs. We used to ramp the intake on the inside for the fuel to kind of fly up. I mean, it lasts a little while, but that old methanol, it sure eat it out of there. But yeah, we're gonna take this old piston here and put some JB Weld on it and stick it in there. But the wonderful world of production here, I've already got one going. I've got it in a oven right now at 500 degrees, and I'm gonna hold it there probably for about maybe 30 minutes, and then turn it off and let it cool down completely. And that way what it does is they kind of mix the seed in and makes it get a little hot, and that way we can figure out if it's going to work or not. I'll go back and just kind of feel it. It'll probably dry it out really good, and that way when we put it in here, maybe it'll have a chance to survive it. But I wanted to show you where this old piston is. Pardon me, the thing here. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, come on in here. I want to show you, it's actually in here. There's a 500 degrees. There it is right there. Sitting on the 10 right there. Ain't quite got up to 500 degrees yet, but we're doing pretty good. Well, and I did get another wing in for the car. Thought this was pretty trick. It's a Robin wing. Kind of got tweaked on that side by the heat, but I believe we can bend it back out. So we're going to use this on the GT car, and got this transmission here and that setup. I mean, I was going to use this on the GT car like I did in the previous video. Like the one video says, missed that sound, the 2-cycle, that actually had a differential on it. Like I said, I just may do a live axle with the 12mm bearings. But the only thing with that is I always seem to bend the axle, and I haven't done 12mm yet, and we will try it, I believe. I like this setup. This is a good setup, but the reason why I like going with 12mm live axle, so when the sprocket turns all the way around, okay, you have, like on the tire, it'll spin all the way around on one revolution of the sprocket, right? So when you turn this, it actually takes 2.5 turns on this to make one revolution of this. And that's why I kind of got away from it for a while, because I was like, man, that's losing power big time. Might be good for dirt, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. So I had been pondering about maybe doing some different gearing with that too on the inside of the transmission. But yeah, I just want to kind of show you what we were doing. Weather permitting and maybe knee permitting. My right knee is about to give out. It hurts so bad. I want to go and run the King of the Beast today, maybe. We'll see. Well, this is Dave with David Wickham RCM Projects. Like and subscribe. Notification bell. Thumbs up's always good. And remember, get you a nice cup of coffee. It helps you wake up in the morning. Later, guys.